Hi, I'm Denise. Welcome to Travels in My Chair. Today we're going to talk about how an emergency and everything going to hell can actually turn out to be good when you have love. Have you ever been in one of those situations where you've just been eagerly waiting for something? In our case, it was a family camping trip that I booked in April, and we were getting together with a couple of members of our family, grandkids, my brother, his wife, and our friends. And it took a lot of planning, and we were pretty excited for this trip to happen because it was the last one of the summer, the end of August. We ended up making arrangements for my daughter to come from the Northern Ireland, and my other daughter was taking an extra vehicle so that she could arrange to pick her up because my daughter doesn't have a license or a way of getting down to us. So we had it all organized, and then it all went for hell. Two of our daughters, 6 grandkids, my brother and his wife, and some friends. And we were going to go to Rathtrevor Provincial Park on Vancouver Island in Parksville. It's a beautiful spot with miles of sandy beaches, great for kids, super busy, totally booked for the long Labor Day weekend. But that was okay, and it was going to go great until it wasn't. What was going to be the best day was going to turn into the worst day when I got a phone call from my daughter saying that things had gone from bad to worse and she needed to get out with the kids. And I won't go into the details, but things happen, and so we had to just jump into action to try and get her and the kids. And luckily we had that extra vehicle on the island. That's sort of why I mentioned it. My one daughter headed out because Alan needed to take care of me. As you know, I'm going through all this stuff with my chemo pills and just not feeling very well all summer, to be truthful. So he didn't want to leave me with anyone else having to be responsible for me because, we had little kids that need to be taken care of and so forth. Off she went, and we waited. We knew that when daughter 1 left to pick up daughter 2, that she'd probably be gone 4 hours to get there, 4 hours to come back. It was going to be a long day. And it was going to be a day that was filled with tension with all of us because it was pretty dire straits, and she had to get out. That's all there was to it. So she ended up coming with 3 kids, which are teenagers, and their elderly 16-year-old black cat, and their clothes, and a computer, and that was it. Everything else got left behind, and may stay left behind because we may not going to get anything. At the end of the day, sometimes you've got to weigh good and bad and what's worth things. Are they worth getting? If there's no personal mementos, I don't know. Maybe not worth. She came. Now, do any of you know me at all? Ellen and I live in a 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. And now all of a sudden, we were introducing 4 new people to this house. We also live in an area called the Sunshine Coast, very desirable because of its proximity to Vancouver. We have 0 rent. We have a daughter that has no bank accounts been emptied out, and we got to step up to the plate. So this is all that happened because, as you can imagine, it was a stressful situation. And personally, I have to say, one I did not need because I'm going through all my health stuff. But any of you who are parents know that sometimes you just have to step up to the plate when you have to. No questions asked, just do what you have to do. Hey, we're going to the handicap bathroom at Miracle Beach. This is a beautiful provincial park. It's very secluded. Even though it's a big park, it's got a playground. It has 2 new handicap washrooms with showers. So that gives a total of 3 in the whole park, which is pretty astounding and absolutely lovely. I'll show them to you. This is the new building that just was erected this year. So this is the inside. We have a wheelchair accessible sink, paper towels that are probably okay, a bench for taking off your clothes. Then you go into the roll-in shower with the grab bars and a seat and a raised toilet with grab bars around it. So if you're camping or you have a little motorhome or trailer, whatever you're doing, Miracle Beach and also Rath Trevor both have accessible bathrooms, and it's a lifesaver. Seriously, really nice to have a toilet that you can get on and off with bars and this wheelchair accessible shower. Beautiful sunny night. We had tacos for dinner. Dog is probably going crazy wondering where the heck I am. Okay, Roxy loves Alan, my husband, then Elijah, and then me. I'm rapidly losing my place in her life. Oh, and Keith. Actually, okay, Alan, Keith, Elijah, then me. On our way to the playground.
We could build a tree house right here.
That would be great. You can make a little bed up there. It turned out we decided it was going to go into more. What was it about?
Glass castle.
Water, wood.
Waterwood.
No.
You need more waterwood?
That could be a movie, couldn't it?
Waterwood.
Sorry,
Would you
I had
like
to
some
pet
more wood
you.
on? Because it might make it more.
You were so
Ew.
cute, I had to
Ew.
pet you.
Gross.
Who? Where? What? Why?
How? What now?
That's basically the same as what?
How hot did it get today? Way too hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Mingus.
20.
That's the only one.
Craft day at Rath Trevor. We're making God's eyes.
Yeah, you're right.
Beautiful.
I love skateboards.
Hmm?
So,
Everybody's concentrating.
I need music to concentrate. Here it is.
Oh, good eye. Look at them all.
All the ants.
They're all working hard, to make their house.
Yep.
See, they're carrying up little pine needles to build in, to put them all together to make a house. That's so cool.
See, here come more. That's a lot of ants.
No kidding. There's quite a few of them there, isn't there?
Oh, I see.
But what I wasn't prepared for was my family and my friends. I wasn't prepared for their willingness to just jump right in and be so supportive. And when I talk about love, it was, you could feel it in the air. I have to say, it was something quite incredible. When my daughter showed up, as you can imagine, they were traumatized. The three kids have no idea what's going on, although they kind of do, but they're pretty concerned. First of all, my brother helped my daughter out financially, and he and his wife were so understanding and loving. My friends, they were able to take those traumatized children and talk to them and show them love. Even though they didn't really know them, you could just feel that love, that concern and that understanding. We've all been through situations that are not great situations, and some people handle it better than others. And these people absolutely stepped up and just embraced my daughter and her kids and us, because Alan and I were pretty much, reeling because we didn't know what to do. So at the end of the day, we were able to secure a one-bedroom cottage for now, temporarily, till we can get something better and bigger. And we're in the process of starting from scratch. So we get home and I immediately send out an email to my trusted friends. And by trusted, I mean I know them. Right? And I just explained briefly the situation. If anybody knew of any rentals available, or if anybody had anything that was kicking around their house that they were able to contribute. You guys have all probably got friends just like it. They all just jumped right in. It was amazing. It was incredible to help. It was quite astounding to me. There's a lot of tears. We ended up having a wonderful weekend, long weekend, with the grandkids and of course the cousins all get along famously. At one point I looked and I saw the 9-year-old taking her 15-year-old cousin by the hand and leading him towards the washroom to show him how to get there. We did crafts, they went to the beach, they went swimming, they went to the playground, and they all got along so well. So really what started off as a most stressful, horrible time ended up being one where my heart was bursting with the overwhelming love that was shown to my family. It's going to be a rough go, no doubt, big changes, and it's been hard because I got to be honest, my house looks like a bomb hit it, absolutely, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's the way it is, you know. When you get 6 people living in a small space and 3 of them are big kids, I'm having to put my blinkers on and just realize that we've got enough stress going on that I mustn't nag. You know, okay guys, I want perfect for my daughter. I want her to have a loving relationship. I want her to have happiness. I want her to get a good job. I want her to have a lovely home, or whatever she terms lovely for her and her kids. And I want her kids to be successful, happy, well-adjusted. And I want it all for them. And I realize that that's what I want. Maybe she wants something entirely different. And so now I have to learn how to back off, because that's really hard for me. I'm used to, you know, controlling the situations. We've been just watching this guy on a kind of a trail bike, and he's got a Australian cattle dog. He's been working for the last 20 minutes, putting him into a carrier on his back, and the dog is just sitting there, just like, he doesn't want to go, but he's like, okay, whatever, I'll go. Oh, and he looks like he weighs a ton. I'm so relieved to have her here, and the kids. I've been trying for years to get them here, and I am so overwhelmingly grateful for everyone who's helped to make this happen, and it's going to be okay. So what started off as a nail-biting emergency, a tragedy almost, to be truthful, turned out to be love-filled. Even Black Cat, 16 years old, the most laid back I've ever seen in my life. Roxy, our little dog, just spent 2 days walking around sniffing Black Cat's butt. Next thing I know, they're sharing food. I said, what the heck? But Black Cat, you see, she doesn't freak out. She just saunters around like couldn't care less about anything. And Roxy just went, oh, well, I guess if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. And it really was a good time. We had lots of laughs, ate good food, spent quality family time. The fire ban had been lifted just that day, so we got to roast marshmallows and have s'mores. It was a perfect weekend. Started out horrible, ended up great. Anyway, enough about that. Just to fill you in on the old cancer scenario, I've been off the chemo pill for a month because of my mouth sores, and finally they mostly went away. So the oncologist changed the dosage. So I was 1 week on, 1 week off. So I just finished that week, and no mouth sores. Really tired. My hair's beginning to fall out a little bit, but I don't feel bad. So there you go. Always a shiny little lining in every cloud, eh? Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you did. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye for now. Love you, every one of you.